Hello student, in this class today we are going to solve this Excel problem. This is very important for you who are going to appear for your lab exam, right? So this type of question might be coming in your lab exam, lab practical exam. So I will just discuss in detail. So you can see this type of question might be coming in your lab exam. So I have written all the student name. These are the student name, these are the students roll number, and also have got a serial number column, marks obtained in mathematics, marks obtained in history, geography, science, and we can see we have two blank field. One is total and another is grade. So we have to put the data over here, right? And at our right side we can see a grade pattern has been shown. In this grade pattern it has been shown that below 40 fail. That means all the students who will secure below 40 marks, they should be marked as failed, right? 40 to 49 grade D. That means those students who will score between this 40 to 49, they will get grade D, and 50 to 64 grade C, 65 to 79 grade D, 80 to 89 grade A, and above 90 and 90 they will get grade A. So this is the grade pattern, right? And we have to solve these 6 questions, right? The first question that has been asked, that calculate total marks for each student. So we have to calculate the total marks for each student. So how can we calculate total marks for each student? It is very simple. So we can see for each student we have got the marks of 4 separate subjects, right? To calculate the total marks, we just have to do like this. We can just simply drag till the total marks, right? So we have selected till the total marks and this is blank. So what we will be doing now, see, under the home tab we have this option. This is auto sum, right? If I click here and just select and click this sum option, now you can see the total marks has been calculated automatically. So how much marks that student, the first student Shika Misra has obtained, that is 275 marks. I will show you a separate way. So let me delete the total marks. Another way of doing this thing, see, I will write equal to, now I will add the cell number. First I will add this cell. So this cell is, you can see, D3. How can we calculate this cell? See, we have selected the cell and it is written that D3. The cell number is D column and 3 row. Row number is 3, column number is D. Now add the plus. Now we are going to select this one. This is E and 3. That means column number is E and row number is 3. Now again plus this one, geography. So that is F column row 3. At last this one, science. So here we can write G and 3. Now press enter. So now you can observe same result comes out, right? So there are 2 ways you can solve the thing. And now we are going to do another thing. We have to repeat this process for all the students. So we need not require individually to repeat the same process for all the students. We will just select the column and you can see, once I bring my mouse cursor at this corner, that is right bottom corner of the cell, the cursor symbol change. So you can see now the cursor symbol is different. We have a plus symbol, but blank plus symbol. Once I get my mouse cursor to this edge, that is the right bottom corner of this particular selected cell, you can see the symbol change. So now with this current cursor symbol, the iconic cursor, drag this column till the end, right, till the end. Now you can see automatically the total marks has been calculated for all the students in same manner, in same pattern, right? So just you have to implement in the first cell and use this option to drag down, and in all the column it will reflect the formula. This is what we have used, the formula. So the first question has been solved, right? Now let us read the second question. See, according to the grade pattern, apply grade on total marks obtained for each student. So whatever total marks that has been obtained for each student, we have to apply the grade, right, the grade. So before that we need to do another thing, right? We have to add the percentage, because you can see over here that the grade pattern has been implemented on the marks of students that is ranging between 0 to 100, that is ranging between 0 to 100, right? But you can see total marks exceed 100 all the time. So we need to know the average marks for each student. Unless we know the average marks of each student, we can't obtain this grade pattern, right? So first we have to get the average marks for each student. So for doing that, I will add a column. So here I will click right and right click insert. So we have inserted a column. So here I will write average. So average marks. So now we are going to calculate the average marks for each student. Now how can we calculate the average marks for each student? Very simple mathematics that we have done in our class 2, right? In our class 2 we have done this mathematics that average marks can be calculated by dividing the total marks by the number of subjects they have appeared, right? Very simple. I will do one thing. I will just click to the cell, the first column of the first student under the average category. Here I will write equal to you have to write for using the formula. Now equal to this particular cell, this is total marks, right, obtained by the first student, divide by the number of subject. How many subject the student has appeared? Only 4 subject. The subject name, that is math, history, geography and science. That means 4 subject. Total divide by 4, right? So this much he have obtained, right? In this much marks, that is percentage, average marks, Shikha Misra has obtained. Now I will just drag this thing and you can see this has been applied to all the students, right? Now we can do one thing. You can see in some of the student decimal appeared, for some of the students decimal has not appeared. So I will just add the decimal for each and every student, or one thing I can do, I can remove the decimal point. So for doing that I have to select all the cell, right click to it, go to format cell and go to number. Under this number tab you can see over here we have a number option in drop down number. So you can see over here decimal place. So that means after the decimal place we can have, after point we can have 2 digit after decimal place. So if I go and select this, you can see after the decimal place we have 2 digit for each and every student marks. Or we can also remove this like this. Go to format cell and just make it 0. That means we don't want to put any digit after the decimal. After decimal we don't want to add any digit. So accordingly it will calculate. So you can see over here how it has been calculated, right? Now see, now we can implement the grade, right? So we have to implement this grade pattern using the formula. So how can we write the formula? See, to explain the formula to you, I will use a notepad. So in this notepad I will write the formula so that you can understand. So the formula that will be used, that is conditional and nested conditional formula, right? See, if I write equal to, right, if, then bracket opening and bracket close, first bracket opening and close, inside this let us see the first condition, that is great pattern, first condition, below 40 fail. Who will score below 40? Student. How can we find that value? That is from the average cell. So just see this particular cell, I3, value of I3. If I write here value of I3, that is value of I3, if the value of I3 is less than 40, then put a comma. That means after comma we will show the message. Which message? Fail, right? Fail. Otherwise pass. Put a comma, then write here passed. So this is the condition. If the value in I3 is less than 40, then this message will be shown. The message will be shown, that is failed. Another message will be shown if this condition does not satisfy. If this condition does not satisfy, this message will be shown, that is passed, right? Now let us copy this thing. Okay, I will put it over here. Now I will press enter. Now you can see the candidate who have scored above 69, the candidate is passed, right? The candidate is passed. The formula that I have written over here, now you can see as per this student, the first student has got more than 69, so the student is passed, right? So if I drag this down, so you can see one student has failed, right? Because this student has got 39 marks, right? That is why it is written over here, the student who will get below 39, below 40, that is 39 marks, the student will be failed. So this is satisfying, right? The student who is passed and the student who is failed, right? So one thing I will do over here, you can see, if I just change the marks of this particular student, if I make it 50, 32 and 34, now you can see two students failed. This student also failed, 39 and 39, right? So I hope you have understood this condition. This is called if else condition. So this is called if condition and this is else part. If this condition satisfy, then this message will be thrown, and if this condition does not satisfy, means else this message will be shown. Now I will teach you now the nested if condition. Now I am going to teach you nested if condition. So let me write the condition equal to if I3 value, that means the value of this cell, that is I3, if the I3 value less than 40, right, comma, the message will be shown, that is FAIL, fail. Else. Now after writing else, I will not write this thing. I will just follow this great pattern. Else, then this thing will be checked. This has been checked, now this thing will be checked. I will again write if. Again I will write first bracket opening and close. So this is nested if. That means one condition that is inserted inside another condition. One condition has been inserted inside another condition. Now inside this condition, if this thing satisfy, then this message will be printed. If this condition does not satisfy, then there will be another checked inside this condition. The check will be again, if I3 less than how much? 49. If I3 less than 49, this 49, then comma, some message will be shown. Under 40, then fail. If not under 40, that means over 40, then this condition will be checked. Is it under 49? Then if it is under 49, then the message will be shown, that is D, grade D, right? Now else, if this condition satisfy, if the number is below 49, then this message will be shown. If this condition does not satisfy, means else, it will check another condition. If I3 less than 64, if I3 less than 64, then the message will be shown, that is C. You can check it out. Another condition, if below 64, then C. If I3 less than 64, then this message will be shown, C. Else, if this condition does not satisfy, then another condition will be checked. How? If opening bracket and closing bracket, right? And now if I3 is less than how much? 79. Here 79. If I3 is less than 79, then this message will be shown, B, right? Else, if another opening and closing bracket, I3 less than 89, you can see over here 89A. If I3 less than 89, then the message will be shown A, right? Now at last, if I3 is not less than 89, more than 89, that means this condition, so I'll just write here comma, that means else, apart from all the given condition, it will print S. Now I will copy this thing. Now this thing will be placed over here, right? Now I will drag it down to apply this condition to all the given cell. Now check. So check it out. Just match the student grade with the grade pattern. See, 69B, right? 69B. This student has got 69 and secure B. Check it out. Who will get B here? 65 to 69, right? 65 to 69B. So you can see this student has also got B. Why? Check it out. 65 to 79. 65 to 79. So below 79B, 53C. Why 53C? Check it out. 50 to 64C. Right? Below 40 fail. 68B. Check it out. B. 65 to 69B. Check it out, again fail. Below 40 fail. Right? So B, why he has got B? Because he has got the marks between 65 to 79. This is true also. Check it out. This person has got A, 86A. You can check it out. Who will get A? 82, 89A. That means 86. That marks is between this range 80 to 89. So A, right? So no one has got S. No one has got S. So to give someone S, I will just check whether this condition is working or not. So let me do one thing. So I will just increase the marks of this particular student. I will make it 98. He will get here 95 and 88. Now you can see 98, 95 and 88. Okay, H3 divided by 4. Here also I have to make it 88. Okay, now see, check it out. This student has got Ace. Why? Because this student has got marks 93, and 93 means above 90. Above 90, who will get above 90? The message will be shown Ace, right? This will be the grade. I hope you have understood how we can calculate this thing, grade. Now see, calculate the minimum marks obtained by student in geography. So in geography, who have got the minimum marks, right? So to do that, I will do one thing. We have to get the minimum marks from the geography. I will select all the marks over here. I will take some more lines. So here in geography, minimum marks, I have to obtain the minimum marks. Who will get the minimum marks? What is the minimum marks? So from here I will write minimum. So 32 is the minimum marks, right? In geography, 32 is the minimum marks. You can check it out who have got 32. This student, right? Minimum marks, if I write here, minimum marks obtained in geography, that is 32. Fine. Now calculate maximum marks obtained by student in history. So I will write maximum marks here, but in history, right? In history. So let me get the maximum marks in history. So here I will write maximum marks in history. Find out the maximum marks in history. So 98 is the maximum marks obtained in history. Check it out. This student has got maximum marks in history, 98. So this is the minimum marks in geography. This is the maximum marks in history. This is how you can calculate minimum and maximum, right? So now sort the student list by minimum to maximum marks obtained in sum of all the subjects. That means sum of all the subjects. How can we get the sum of all the subjects? That is by this particular field, total. We have to shortlist this field from minimum to maximum. So how can I do? Select all the field and just sort it from smallest number to largest number. So you can see, that means the failed student who have failed, those students have secured the smallest, the minimum total number, right? So that is why this has been shortlisted at the top. And the person who have got, the student who secured Ace grade, that is who have secured the maximum of total marks, will be placed at the last. So this is how we can shortlist. So see, shortlist student list by minimum to maximum marks obtained in sum of all the subjects. So this is the sum of all the subjects. We have shortlisted from the minimum marks obtained to the maximum marks obtained, right? Now see, filter the student who have failed in red color background and yellow color background for those students who have scored over 90. So students who have failed, we have to use the filter option. How can we use the filter option? So we can use the filter option. Here go the filter option. So here, this is how we can use the filter option from here, right? Select the row and add the filter option. Now here I will only select the failed student. Deselect all the option and only select the failed. So you can see two students has failed. Now I will just mark by red background color. Okay, So two students who have failed, I have marked the background with the red color. I have marked the background with the red color, right? Now here again I will select all. Fine. Now it is told to me that the student who have scored the marks over 90, for that student I will mark the background with yellow color. So who will score the marks over 90? That means the student who have got S. Only the student who have got S grade, that student have scored the marks over 90. So let me find the student who have got S. Let me deselect all and just select the S. That means the student who have got the marks over 90 has been graded with S. So only I will just put it tick to the S. So only a single student who have got the marks over 90. So let me select and make the background yellow. Okay. Now let me remove the filter. Now you can see the final question I have solved. The red color student, these two students have got marks below 40, that means failed. You can see over here, failed student will be highlighted with the background color red, and the student who have scored over 90 will be highlighted with the background color yellow. So I have done, right? And I have also got the maximum marks obtained in history and the minimum marks obtained in geography. So I can write over here max in history, right? So max in history and minimum in geography, right? Fine. So I hope you have understood, right? I hope you have understood how to solve this type of questions if this is given at your exam. So by knowing this some formula, whatever I taught you in this class, by knowing all these things, you can solve many different type of questions which might be coming at your practical lab exam. You can very easily solve. So thank you. In the next class I will show you some PowerPoint questions that might be coming in your lab exam. So goodbye. If you have not subscribed my channel, just click the subscribe button so that I can help you with the more given topics of different technical questions answers, right? Thank you.